gentlemen, welcome. Hi, I'm Claudia and I am in Jamaica. Boy, I tell you, it's in the evening though, guys, so I hope you can still, we have some light still. We're trying to head home, and I'm saying we because I'm with Tony Ann.
Hi everyone.
So ladies and gentlemen, today, you know, we have been talking about the real estate. Ouch, the man put on him light. It's night, you know, people. Tony, and what time is it?
20 past 6.
20 past 6. And we're actually out in Clarendon, coming in from Lionel Town, Hayes, those places. Those of you remember Clarendon. Passing a bauxite company here now. Trying to pick up the name.
Jamalco,
is it? That's what it says?
I think so.
It's a huge bauxite plant out on this side, right? One of the legacies that was left to us as a people that we still continue to enjoy. Just imagine how many persons had to come together to build this bauxite plant on my right.
It's Jamalco, there's a sign.
Oh yeah, it's Jamalco. I mean, I'm looking at it and wow, what a feat, what an accomplishment.
It's huge.
It's huge. I mean, just think of all the engineering brains that came together to get this done. So ladies and gentlemen, think about the partnerships. Today I want to talk to you and remind you about partnerships. It's important that if you want to do something, we have to work together, right? We have to work together.
And we're talking about two types of partnerships today.
Which two?
Partnering with people and partnering with institutions.
Right, partnering with people and institutions, which those are the two biggest partnerships really. So therefore, let's talk about partnering with people first. Jamaicans have a challenge, ain't Tony? Partnering with people.
Partnering with family, not just people.
Partnering with family, them have a challenge. I mean, I get the calls every day. Oh, Miss Davis, I don't have anybody I can join with. Oh, Miss Davis, you know, I asked my sister to look a place for me, and I can't hear anything from her. She don't follow through. She says she can't be bothered, you know, she don't have the time. What are the excuses here? What are the challenges we have?
You don't trust.
There's no trust, right? Yeah, there's no trust. So we have a real challenge, ladies and gentlemen, working together.
But is that culturally, like?
Culturally, I think part of it is coming from the slavery when they separated us. You know, when you are a slave woman and you had a child, that child was taken away from you, and the child was also a slave. So the child had to be doing a lot of slave chores, and you yourself had to be doing a lot of slave chores. The men also weren't trained to father, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were stud men, so they just, you know, their job was to procreate or to breed woman, as them say, breed up the woman there. That was their job.
They still do that now.
Yeah, so that's coming from culturally, from the slavery, which is still, I think it's still in our DNA somehow. It's still in our DNA, and we try to break it. What's in our DNA too is this thing of leaving, of not staying together with your family. Everybody, as they get bigger, they want to run away. Hey, Tonya?
I guess, well, I never felt the need to do that, but I guess some persons.
Yeah, some persons want to run away. Again, because the fabric of our families have fallen apart, right?
But is that they really want to run away, or is just there's not enough space in the home to accommodate everybody?
Really?
Because sometimes that's why people leave.
How can you say that? Our families lived on big land spaces.
I'm talking now.
Even those in the country, they used to have big land space. They could have put a house there, so a house there, so a house there, so.
But what if you're coming from a situation where you and your family live on the gully bank?
Well, yes, but guess what? One will get up and leave, but they don't help the other one.
Yeah, but we've had situations where one get up and leave, make a better life, ask the others to come and they're like, no, because we're used to the ghetto lifestyle.
Well,
we've had those things.
Yes,
happen.
you have those things, and I guess again, because we did not grow up in a culture where we're together. You see, the other countries, the Asians, the Indians, all of these other cultures, they have a history of their families growing together, migrating together, moving together. It's very rare in this country you will see a Chinese man without his wife, or an Indian man without his wife. Am I correct?
That's true.
Right. And even when they migrate to other countries, they're taking their families with them. They're supporting those families as well. So even if the Chinese man sends his wife to Canada, he still knows his obligation and he supports, right? But I guess in the African culture, or in our culture here in Jamaica, we have this segregation of our families. So because of that segregation, we're not able to build any kind of a wealth.
But what's causing that though? And you bring up the issue of migration. So when we have clients, when we have families in Jamaica where one person migrates and they only file for like the smaller siblings, and then you have one or two siblings that's left here in the island. That's again splitting up families. Right.
But I don't think that was intentional. Certainly for those persons who went to America, the American system forced that upon them, because the American system was saying, you know, you can only take your minor children. So they file, but by the time the filing comes through, some of those children are over 18, so they can't go again. They have to wait, and then we end up with a lot of broken families who have who is left here feels resentful that they were abandoned and left here, you know, and those who went overseas feel a certain level of guilt that they were unable to take up that other sibling, no, that other child. Now the truth is that in every family there's a synergy that is built simply from you growing together, you know, living in the same household, depending on each other, supporting each other.
You learn a level of tolerance too.
Right, you learn a level of tolerance, and you learn how to function together as a family, right? Now, if that fabric is broken, so remember, you know, your mother, your father, the children, your grandparents, everybody in this structure forms a kind of a bond, right? And it bonds and it grows and it gets stronger and stronger. So when one person is taken away from that bond, then we now have a weak link, correct?
Yes.
Right. So like in my family, my mother migrated when I was 10. And my mother was a leader. She was the one who said, Claudia, come. I'm at Mineral Heights roundabout, actually, ladies and gentlemen, trying to get back into Kingston. She said, Claudia, you come and read now for me. Read. And I jump up on the bed and I'd read for her. I mean, I was an avid reader. My mother taught me to read, and it was when I was older I realized she couldn't read.
Okay.
Yeah, when I asked her, Mama, what's this word? She says, pronounce it, Claudia, pronounce it.
That's what you called her, Mama?
Mama, yeah, Mama. Pronounce it, man, pronounce it. Right? So, yeah, my mother was a leader. So when my mother up and leave, I went to the States and left my brother and I. That was a serious gap in our family structure. I mean, literally pulling the rugs from under our feet, right? And that happened to a lot of Jamaican families, in that their support structure, the person who is the leader, if that person gets up and leave, everybody else is a follower, so nobody knows what to do.
So what you're saying is that when mom gets up and migrates and takes younger sibling and leave older sibling because you're now past the age of migration, then the rug is pulled from under that sibling that's left here on the island.
Yes. So their whole entire life is like it's shut down, right?
Right.
Because we don't have the support system. I remember my mother used to take me to school, come back at lunchtime, pick me up, carry me go Jonestown, put me inside of the house, me and my brother. And my brother and I would be there and we would be drawing and we coloring and whatever until my mother came. I mean, we kept company. We know our mother was coming. Sometimes she would say, Claudia, you start the fry the chicken until I come. Boy, invariably me burn up the chicken. Yeah, me burn up the chicken because My mother did have an oil stove. I like the oil stove. I'm not afraid of the oil stove because if you ever met the oil get too hot in a Tony, the oil catch a fire in a friend.
Oh.
Yeah, man, it catch a fire. So it's not like electric stove that we have now. You just turn it on. You have this flame with this oil going on.
Is that why we have an electric stove?
Yeah, that is exactly why we have an electric stove now. That is exactly why I don't have a gas stove. Right? And I tell you that we used to have to fry this chicken. And my mother also always bought me books. So she buy me a book every Friday because I was an avid reader. You know, so I would go turn on the stove. Maybe if I remember, I put in the chicken, but then I gotta read my book and the chicken burned on. And then my mother come and she raised kid. She never beat me, you know, but just imagine this woman have her one piece of chicken for cook for that day for dinner, and our daughter burn it up. So what we gonna eat for dinner, people?
I know that she was living on much already, so every penny was booked.
Yeah, man, them time we live at Jonestown, man. My mother have to dat up every penny and count it and make sure it work. So, ladies and gentlemen, your family, I know that our families have been broken up. There's a lot of pain going on with our families. Some families left and them send money down here to children and siblings to build house and buy land and do things, and when
So
them come, them not see nothing.
So you think that money was sent out of guilt?
It was sent out of a genuineness to try and help.
Okay, because they felt that they didn't get the same opportunities.
Right.
Being in a first world country.
Right. They didn't get the same opportunities. And, you know, but part of the thing is that every family have their dynamics, right? And the Creator in his wisdom ensures that at least every family comes with somebody who can lead the pack. Somebody in your family is the leader. It is not everybody who is the leader, who can be a leader, right? So if you are the leader in your family and then you lift up and you gone to America, gone to England, gone to Canada and leave, the rest of your siblings, don't take them up, don't help, don't try. The truth is your siblings can't function on their own. It was because of you were there as a leader. Why this family could function. You know, now I'm the leader in my household with my daughters, right? So I'm the one who will say, you do that course, you gonna learn that language, you must do the maths because you better at it, you know. Tony, and you go do the plumbing because you're good with your hands, and so on. You know, and in our household, Tony, we have certain chores that we separate up among ourselves because, you know, it's the other person have the skills. It's easier. So Tony, what you in charge of? Tell the people, man.
Cleaning.
So Tony,
Folding laundry.
right. So Tony's the one who has to clean, make sure this house is kept clean. For the most part, she does a good job, except but Rachel and I are the followers. And then what happens now is that we are not good followers. So we don't pick up after ourselves, right? So we end up with oh God, Tony have more work that she can't manage. My job, I'm the main breadwinner, right? So I know my job is to do that. Plus I have a little household thing, so I have to iron this laundry every Sunday morning. So when I don't iron the laundry and these guys are hunting around for some clothes and can't find it, as Rachel, she won't scream out, but she'll just look at me, Mom. You know, she goes, Mom, and she opens her arms, you know, and I know it's the laundry that she's talking about, right? Rachel also does the washing of the laundry, but she doesn't iron. So she does the washing because she has a patience with the machine and to wait on it and hang out the clothes, and it's a whole production for her that Tony and I that's just too much, right?
I know, like I'll just throw everything in the washer.
You know, I mean, we're not that type to sit and separate and make sure that this thing gets done like that, right? Tony wants to speed through the house cleaning and get rid of it. So ladies and gentlemen, in your household, you need to, if you have households that are separated, disjointed, it doesn't matter which country they're into, somebody is a leader. If the leader defaults or the leader gives up their job, the family is going to suffer.
True.
You see that? You see where I'm going? So to get back our families together, get us to work together. We have to come back together now and be a real family. Because remember, you know, when a mother buys a property, it is a child who will inherit, and then the children, and then it is their children who will inherit. Isn't that so? And I'm getting all these complaints of persons who they left lands in Jamaica. People squat on the land. How are they going to get it back? Oh,
true.
Your grandfather worked so hard.
And not only that, too, like, you have a father who has purchased property in Jamaica, and he's been out here, etc., etc., and then he passes away and leaves the property to a child that he had in the States, and they've inherited this property, but they haven't come back to the property to even look at it. And then 5, 10, 20 years pass, and now they come in, oh, I want to sell it, and then you realize there's squat on it, and you can't get it back.
You can't get it back, you know, because we have the squatters have rights here, guys. So you can't leave. You have to be a family, and it is because the family structure was broken up, and separated, disjointed, why you are unable to build the wealth in the real estate, because real estate is a generational thing, isn't it?
It is.
It is a long-standing thing, right?
And not only that, today, when your parent leaves you a property, they're partnering with you because they're entrusting you to carry on their legacy or do something with the property to help build your wealth going forward.
Exactly. So it is important that you call your children together, you call your mommy, your daddy, you said, Daddy, tell me now how many properties you have, what we need to do, because he may have gotten these properties when you were young, right? When you were a child, so you probably don't even know about them. But ask your parents, talk to them. Well, you leave any property in Jamaica, I mean, what we can do, what can we do to help? Don't just leave mama and daddy to them own devices, and before you know it, them can't even remember where the place is. I've had that. I can't remember. Literally can't remember.
I know it's down this road somewhere.
Exactly.
And there was a big tree.
Right.
Poor tree get
I remember looking for one in Old Harbor. I mean, we literally spun around because we swore that the mom knew where the property was. She didn't know where it was back in the day. But things change, right? So
and memory gets short.
So don't leave your parents' properties unattended, right? So we're talking about partnerships. You have to, it is important that you come together and work together. The first partnership is a family. That's the first partnership, right? And Jamaicans, I know we can do it. You already have the legacies, just that a lot of you ran away and leave it. You ran away trying to play catch up now, but it's not too late. You still have your own core family. You have your children that you have raised, even if they don't live in this country.
And we have a lot of Jamaicans returning and buying properties in Jamaica. They need to ensure that their children who are being raised in USA, Canada, and England know these properties.
Yes. And have a vested interest
in them.
Exactly. You need to make sure, and also you need to ensure that the property that you're buying now, 20, 30 years from now, you must say to yourself, will this property still be relevant? Will I be comfortable sitting on my veranda? Some of you calling me about some property, to buy properties at some places. I'm saying to myself, you should have bought those 30 years ago. You should be selling those now, right, guys? So you have to think of the future. Think of the generation behind you and behind you and behind you. Because remember that real estate is intergenerational. It is long going, long standing. It is going to outlive you and me and your children and your great-grandchildren. So you have to make good decisions, right? Now,
the second part of our partnership.
Second part, what is that?
Institutions.
You must partner with strong institutions.
And some of mom's favorite institutions.
Man, me tell you, said, me have some institution them at the bomb ever turn on light now.
They're like family now.
People you gonna drive with me in the darkness. Yeah, some of my institutions, well, I can tell you, Jamaica National is one such. Keep talking about it. Game changer, guys. Game changer. 110% financing. What more you want? Lower interest rate. Call up your children, your siblings, and say, let's do this. Right? Jamaica National, I remember when my daughter was doing civil engineering, that's the other one. And you know, floundering around for this money in the final year. No, it was the second year.
Second year.
Second year we're floundering for the money.
Because she's doing big degree.
Yeah, man, she had a big degree. Why, man, I told you that they have a big degree.
No,
but you see, every generation, guys, because them have you, the next generation must do better. Don't you, Tonya?
That's true.
So me rolling with my like 5 O levels. Tony, how much O level you did get again?
7.
7. Tony gets 7.
Rachel rolling in what, 11?
Because she had me, Rachel rolling with the level. Not to mention 8 cape behind it, Fred.
Yeah, plus 8
Cape. Right. So, and then she might be the first one to get a master's degree.
Right.
Simply because she has us as working together to get this thing done, right?
Mm-hmm.
So every generation behind you must come in better, guys, right? So we're talking about this. She must get this money now. I'm telling the people, I sit down on my desk and I see an email come in. This is now March, and I'm saying this child going into the second year of soon exams, and if I don't pay the school fee, they're going to kick her out. I sit down on my desk and an email come in, and I'm look on it. Jamaica National send me an email. They might give me a loan. I say, what? I say, what am I write me about loan? I'm not apply for no loan. Anyway, I ignore it because I say, boy, all my granny teeth, me I forgot give them. Forgot give me the money. And you know, in a disbelief, I was in shock because days before, I was praying to the Creator and said, Father Jesus, you carry me so far, I can't let me God know.
And Rachel's doing so well.
And Rachel's doing so well, you know. And I say, you can't carry back, let me down. You have to show me a way. And the email coming up, and me telling me like an idiot. Me look on it and me doubt it. Me say nothing can go so. Nothing can go so. I can't even apply for the loan.
You feel weak.
Faith weak. But anyway, you'll believe, said the man pick up the phone 1 week later and call me.
Miss Davis.
Miss Davis, I send you an email, man. You don't want the loan. This is the rep from Jamaica National now, you know. Mr. Henry, some of you have probably dealt with him because he writes loans. And I always refer him, Mr. Henry. So, Miss Davis, what happened to you, man? I don't want the loan. I say, what me have to do forget this now? I say, just fill in the forms, man. Send them to your email. Fill them in, man. I fill in the form and within must about 3 days, Tony, money roll up. Roll up into my bank account.
Just in time for those
just
exams.
in time. Man, me telling the Jamaica National, me telling them, so me just run go and just pay the school fee before me done it, you know. Tell you, say, God is good, right? When you step out to the things, the universe will help you, guys. That's how it is. You have to step out, and the universe will help you. Truck your breakdown, right, yes, sir?
You can go wrong. Something coming, Mom.
No, I see it. So, you know, so Jamaica National. Who else has been good to us? BNS. Scotiabank. Scotiabank is all over the world, actually.
Yeah.
International Bank. The same Rachel there for our school fee. Again, you know, this is the final year now. And people final year may fret about money again, man. And I was at the teller. This is me and you now, Tony.
Yeah.
I'm at the teller. And the teller said, Miss Davis, I see a loan on the system for you, you know. I said, what? I said, you sure about this? This is the final year again, you know. Just as the March say, well, I'm fret for this money to pay. I said, I see a loan here for you, man. I said, what? I said, what I need to? I said, just go over there, Miss Davis, and sign up the paperwork. I'm telling the people, I sign up the paperwork. And within 2 days,
that was it? Nothing?
Nothing, Tony. Money roll
no
up.
No arm and leg?
No arm and leg. No granny teeth. That is Scotiabank. And some of you, I've been sending you to Scotiabank to get their Scotia Plan loan, is it? So that is the loan they gave me, Scotia Plan loan. But people, I tell you, when you put yourself out, just ask the universe what you want. The universe will send in the people, send in the institutions,
send in the partnerships.
Send in the partnerships to help you. Yes, that's what it is. But you know, say, my faith strong, no, you know, Tony, and I've learned to have good, strong faith over the years.
Over the years.
Yeah.
The first one was VMBS.
Yes, the first one was VMBS. They were the ones who gave me my first loan in 1989. 1989.
That's forever ago.
That's can't remember what that did look like though.
I know.
But I struggled with that mortgage though. But me tell you, so God is good. God is good. So which other institution will like? You must partner with government too. You can partner with government. My same daughter there, I tell you, you know, you see when the creator wanted to do something, it happened, you know. I remember same second year part of the school fee, the first part of the school fee. You remember Marjorie called me. I said, Claudia, your daughter doing civil engineer, man. Congratulations. You know, I said, yeah, man. She said, you know, say, if you sign up for Jam VAT will pay a third of the school fee.
Oh, yeah.
You remember? And I said, Jam VAT, what is that? She said, Jamaica Values and Attitudes, man. The child will work 200 hours in any government institution, and the government of Jamaica will pay 1/3 of the school fee. So ladies and gentlemen, those of you who don't know about this and you have children in university, what we're in now, we're in May now. You can sign them up for September coming. Yes, so go and get the form and sign them up. And as a matter of fact, when Marjorie told me, you know, it was late though, Tony, and remember?
Yeah, it was
the
late.
deadline had passed. And you know, I say Richie Boo, that's my nickname for my daughter is Richie Boo. She hates it. Hates it. Then I say, Richie Boo, listen, man. She fussing and she said, but mom, you know, she's a little straight-laced picnic, you know, and you know, she trained for be them way there. She said, Mom, but the deadline has passed, Mom. You know, they're going to turn it down.
That's how she sounds.
Same way. Listen, Rachel Boo, listen to me, man. The creator done send Miss Marjorie for tell we what to do. Right? So how we are gonna talk about we not gonna do what the creator say we for do. Him say we for go sign up and that's what we gonna do. Anyway, we sign up the form and I remember the day when we pull up at the place and go put it in, you know. She hesitate. You remember, Tony? And I say, listen, man, you gotta so smile upon the man and hand him the farm. Nobody there so can turn back God. Nobody. From him say you if you come there, sir, and that's gonna happen. And would you believe that child went in there, smiled with the man, handing the farm. The man don't say a word. The man take it, and then a couple days later they wrote us, and you know, she went to work for NWC.
She did that interview first.
Yeah, she did the interview. And she even did the interview and failed it.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she did. When she came out, she was in stitches. She said, Mom, I didn't know. She said, what was it? She didn't know.
They asked her what the program was and what it was about, and she didn't know.
She didn't know. She didn't know. But I tell you, you see, when the creator set it up, Tony,
I know.
when him set it up, you know, you gotta go through. Once him set up that, you gotta go through. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand that there's a greater being and he wants you to prosper. Right? Prospering means you have to live somewhere. You have to have food on your plate. Right? You have to have good people around you. And you have to have good institutions. So we have given you 3: Jamaica National, Scotiabank, Jamaica National, Scotiabank, and we have also said to you, partner with governments. So there are lots of scholarships, lots of things that you can get from
But I think
government.
you're forgetting the one that they should definitely partner with.
Who is that?
National Housing Trust.
Oh, National Housing Trust. I mean, we say that so many times.
I know if you haven't partnered with them yet.
I mean, if you haven't signed up that form yet, some of you have called and have signed up the forms, yes, and we have helped you and you're on your way. Some of you are already contributing. and you're now qualified and you're ready to use it, so use it and buy something, right? National Housing Trust is one of the best institutions. Now guys, we don't work for any of these companies, you know. We don't work for Jamaica National, National Housing Trust, Scotiabank. We don't work for any of these companies. We don't even work with government, right, Tony? We're self-employed.
Right. But we've used them.
But we
know the benefits of using them.
Yes, yes. I'm in Old Harbour, which is why it's a chuck up. Oh my God, I should have gone a toll.
Why didn't we use it all?
You know, because I'm here chatting and missed the turn and all kind of things. So, ladies and gentlemen, partnership is important. Now, I know some of you got burnt going into partnerships. You're going to say that, Miss Davis, you know, I got burnt. You know, I send my money and them just dashed away. When I come, I see the land, I don't see the house.
Yeah, it's sad but true.
I know, right? But how can we repair some of those relationships, Tony? What do you think we can do?
Forgive.
You know, we're always talking about forgiveness, right? But you know, I have a spin on this forgiveness thing, you know. You want to hear my spin?
Yes, please.
So they want you to forgive the person who wronged you. Am I correct?
Usually, yes.
Usually. But I think you should forgive yourself.
Forgive yourself?
Yeah. It's yourself you need to forgive, you know.
But I didn't do anything wrong.
No, you forgive yourself for your stupidity and your short-sightedness. Because, let's face it, you leave your sibling or your son or your husband or your friend or whoever out here. You know say him is a ganja smoking. You know him is a womanizing. You know him is a worthless. Or whatever name you want to call him. Worthless. And you still send a bag of money down here come give?
More money than they've seen in their lifetime.
Yeah. More money than he will ever earn in his lifetime. What you think is gonna happen? So who you must forgive now? And him you have to forgive or yourself for your stupidity. Your lack of foresight. Your lack of vision. I think you should forgive yourself first. Forgive yourself first and take the lesson. Right? What happened to some of you is that you don't take the lesson and you still repeat it.
True.
Yeah, you repeat it. Right? You have to forgive yourself and say to yourself, oh, I was so silly. What a fool I was. But you know, I forgive myself for being so stupid, and I'm going to try and be wise next time. You're talking about you're forgiving the other person for your nonsense. Alright. So, and they always talk about forget. Forgive and forget.
My memory not that short.
But listen to me. First of all, the little forgiveness that I have in me, I want to use it on myself. Not waste it on anybody. Right? And then the other thing is, forget. Why would you want to forget that you have sent $10 million here to your son and him burn it up?
No, that's something you need to remember so you don't repeat it.
Of course! Something you need to remember.
Even tattoo it on your arm.
Yes. That's what you want to remember, guys.
Or let it be a password.
Yeah. 10 million. So every time you see him, you say 10 million. Yeah, man, 10 million. Alright. So what else we can do to repair and mend these relationships? Because without them mending, you know, some of you can't move forward.
No.
What else can they do?
Not sure. What else? They're gonna forgive themselves, and then what?
They're gonna forgive themselves. They have to. They're gonna never forget.
They're gonna never forget
that this has happened to them, right? And you tell us. I want you to tell us in your comments, what are some of the things you're gonna try and do to mend this relationship, right? Because somehow, some way or the other, you're gonna have to mend it. And then some of them too, you have to just kick them off of your wagon, yeah, man.
Oh.
It doesn't mean that because he's your brother or he's your sister, she's your sister, that you have to continue keeping her on your wagon. Really? Huh?
You have to disconnect the caboose.
Yeah, because you're carrying around this baggage Sometimes you have to let it go, guys.
Because the caboose is derailing the train.
Yeah, sometimes you have to let it go. So, you know, them gone already. Oh, but Claudia, your sister, you know, man. Claudia is your daughter, you know, man. You can't do that, man. Oh, wow. So, what am I going to make them drown me? Huh?
That's literally what's happening to some people.
Yeah, that's literally what's happening to some of you. Some of you have these deadweight people carrying around on your boat that cannot even help you to paddle your boat. Them can't help you in any way. And if something was to happen to you now, you can't paddle the boat.
I know they come with a knife and puncture the boat.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying with us on this long journey. Which other institution you wanted to tell them about? Did we leave out any? Well, we gave you the good ones.
I think we covered everyone.
We seem to have covered those are the strong ones, that we love. And it get really dark now, so I see nothing. Which one of Jamaica is dark? So what? Where am I? I'm on the old harbour going into Kingston.
There's no street light.
Why is there no street light here, sir? Oh, I wonder what would reflect up and drop. I'm to them. I don't know, say I'm modern time now.
Or maybe they turned them off because they're doing the repairs there.
Where? Right there, sir?
Oh no, the whole road has no light.
Yeah, there's no light on this road. Oh my goodness, come on. I need some of my tax dollars to work out here, so people.
Chinese soon come.
Yeah, man, them soon come, yes. Big time too. Oh, we're gonna do an update for you for the roads, man. The place is pretty now. Whoa, you're gonna see it and I'm gonna love it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for staying with us on this journey, and we want you to partner with your family.
But partner wisely.
Yes, partner wisely. Don't have to forgive yourself for some nonsense that you did, right? All right. 876-292-6776. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful night.
Bye, everyone. Have a good night.